Hello guys and welcome to another video. You can see haven't quite logged in yet, but well, if you could see, have you guys even realized every twisted helps a tune with something, or like disability something? Like look at Astro, like he's always been in that blanket, but now his arms are spread. So now Boxing was always scared, or then something came out of him. Probably the sleep paralysis or something. Then we have Twisted Dandy. But then here's the thing. Something showed me. Dazzle wanted to split up, so then they did. But then when they get calm, they go back to one. Pebble would stop being called short, so he became tall. Let's just say, but then also, here's the thing. Shrimbo wouldn't stop talking, so they kind of paid him back with a little something, and they shut his mouth. They shut his mouth, and also Steven wanted to stop yapping. But then Sprout, he got into a little. But then Toodles, without her perfect 8, she can't gamble. That's why she's so sad. But then if you look at Twisted Gigi over here, she's sad because all the stuff inside of her head overfilled with ichor and it all washed away. That's why she grabs to steal to eventually get back to her normal self again. But also, as you guys can see, my legs aren't doing too well. This goofy eye looking walkway. Well, it's not goofy eye. It just looks like a little foot just kicking. Like if we just zoom down right here. And then if we look at Twisted Goop, he doesn't really appreciate his twisted form. So the Twisteds that are sad or like crying, like Gliston, he doesn't like his twisted form. He wants to go back to his original. But if they're smiling, they like being twisted, but like hate it at the same time. So this one's not smiling, so he wants to be back. But then at Twisted Sprout, you can see that he's crying just right there. Let's go into roleplay. So then you look at these people. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna express every single Twisted and show you why they're like. So like obviously once the roleplay actually loads, then we're gonna start. But well, let's do it. Okay, so let's see here. Oh wait, I almost have enough. Okay, so now we're gonna look at all of them. So first, Twisted Astro. Dang, that's very sad. But like you could see it helps them here, but since he's a kind person, his leg's missing. I have no idea why. Okay, listen, I'm not here to roleplay. Okay? I'm here to do. Okay, so. Oh, wait. No. And then I'm just gonna teleport. I'm just gonna attack, and then go to Weird House. Okay. Now, once we're back to... Bro, I have to find a place to hide. To get away from these role players. Okay, jeez. Wait. What are they doing? Oh, I'm trying to do something. Why do I always find roleplay? So what I don't like about roleplay. I wish I could go into a private server, but I haven't purchased one yet. Because I didn't have the time to. I mean, I could do it. What happened to Shrimble's head? Just what happened? Did you have your body? Wait, we have the same missing legs. Shrimble, what happened to your head? Please, I gotta do the same for... Okay, I could tell that's... Wait, no, that's not twisted. I'm gonna leave. I have to do this. Okay, finally I actually can do this. Stay focused. Okay. So you can see here in her twisted form, or his twisted. I was saying twisted. Bro, what are the? Okay, so you can see that his eye is like blinking, like you know those like imposter things, eyes blinking. Then also the eyes were always red. So yeah, but then it kind of did it a favor, and like he gave it like a little bit more texture. Like we could now see. Now he's like sad because he doesn't have his blanket anymore. But then if we look at Twisted Cosmilk here. Connie, please. Okay, finally, someone who doesn't have trust her. Okay, you could see that Twisted. Like it's either, if you see a Twisted, they're either crying or moaning or sad. Okay? Or like they're mixed up place. Like you could see this is a Twisted Connie. She doesn't enjoy being a Twisted. They did. Of course, they didn't add a run animation for this. I'm like a spinning tornado. But that's probably what's messed up. Okay. Anyways, then you could see like when she's attacking, she's like this. Because she's mad at you, so then she takes a heart away from you. Then when she does this. Then blink, she like, why me? Invisible. Wait, go invisible. I said go invisible. Normal face. And, okay, I can't go invisible. But you could see that she's beat up like a lot. That's probably how she, like you could see that while they were extracting machines. Okay, so let me find a machine very quick. So you see this machine over here? While she was extracting the machine broke and then turned her into a Twisted. But you could see, it's not just her face, it's her hat also. Because while in the process, she might have gotten bitten or even, like worse. Like, hold on. Or exploded. Oh no. Poppy. Oh, what is the... Okay, listen, Poppy, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. What the frick? Oh, okay, that scares me. I mean, wait, no, I wasn't scared. I can't see how this is a horror game. But like this is actually a cool game, bro. Wait, but the only time I'm scared is when I'm extracting machine. Cause like I'm scared I'm gonna get it wrong, so I'm like, sometimes. But then let's go on to our next Twisted Finn. Okay, as you can see in the process, he's a nice person, but he enjoys his Twisted Finn. And I do not know why. But let's see here. As you can see, he's missing his legs. The reason he's missing his legs is probably because when he was extracting his machine, oh my gosh. While he was just extracting his machine, something might have exploded it while it was, like, to the very top when he almost finished it. And then boom, he turned away because he thought he finished it. His legs got blown up. Then he had no choice to run away. But little did he know, all the ichor spilled into his head, infecting his brain, moving through his body as he knew it. It was too late, leaving the people behind, then staying on that one floor, waiting for another person to come. But it was already too late for him. Then he lost it. And, oh gosh, I'm running, run. Oh, you know what? No, I am done with this. He cannot just bust me around. I'm gonna play as my favorite character, but sadly I don't have him. Oh, dang. I'm not here to roleplay. Okay, moving on to Pebble. As soon as I just... Please don't be in it. Okay, moving on to Pebble. Pebble, as you can see, he was protecting his owner, okay? But something might have damaged him. Something even brutal, okay? So it must have been one of the mates have already got an infection, had an infection, and then spreaded the infection to Pebble. Little did Pebble know, his little body. But you might all think, oh, right here is Pebble's head. But no, if you look right here, that's actually Pebble. Right there. Because you can see, if we transform into Pebble right here, just gonna start doing the Pebble. It's shaped exactly like him. But then his little tail got knocked off in the process, removing the excess. While it was forming, first, Pebble just started growing something out of his mouth. What happened after he grew a body, legs, but then he grew a giant mouth. This is where Pebble's head face grew, as his giant teeth were growing huger every second. But then his eyesight grew even bigger. Now he was able to transform, and then he was able to see really good. But moving on to Twisted Dandy. Okay, as you can see here, Twisted Dandy has had 2 forms, but they were canceled. I don't know why. They looked really good. Okay, but moving on. As you could see, Twisted Pebble might have also infected Twisted Dandy, but that's beyond the point because, as you know, maybe he could also be. Twisted Dandy could also, before, Dandy was probably the last one standing before it happened. Or he was the one who infected Sprout or like Pebble, or like who knows. And then once he infected everyone, he saw that it was working, making them stronger. So he decided to infect himself, learning that it wasn't working, learning that he couldn't keep control of himself. So he decided that, but he could keep control a little bit. So he decided to hide in an elevator ever since, or work at a shop, just waiting until nobody would buy. But then, moving on to the next one, if we did Twisted Pebble, we already did it. Okay, so now we're doing Twisted Goob. As you can see, he's not really pleased with himself here because he doesn't want to turn back. You can see that he's containing some control, but not all the control. While he is containing control, his claws have grown way bigger than usual. And now, as you can see, his hands. He's still able to elapse. He keeps his hugging ability, but when he grabs onto a tune, the tune gets gets grabbed on and then bitten. But at least he got to keep it. While, as you could see, his emotions by his expression also, he's not pleased. But then, if we skip back, well, let's skip a few tunes and then go to Scraps. You could see she is pleased with her new form because she has bigger claws, and you could see that her tail is what the real threat is. Nothing really threats, even though she has those amazing claws. That's probably what she uses. But even though she can't pull anyone near her, she uses her tail in her tune version to grab on and then hang on to people. But with her twisted form, she grabs onto the tune, biting them with her tail. Nobody sure, well, I don't really know why she would do this, but my suspects are, I don't really know why she's smiling, because, she's, nice, but usually, it's just clueless. Moving on to the next one, which is Twisted GG, which we already did. Did we? I don't know if we already did it. But as you could see, Twisted GG has these eyes that are stars, but nobody knows why they're stars. Well, actually, nobody's really questioned why there were stars on her eyes, because in her, let's go to this, there's no stars in her eyes, but nobody really knows why. But also, as you could see, there's a glass, which means something might have exploded and then caused a bad thing to happen, and then all the ichor flew into her thing. That's why she grabs onto a tune. So she finds a tune, then she steals from the tune. She steals from the tune, and then looks for other things, searching for her lost stuff. She thought that the stuff that the tunes have is hers, so she goes and she grabs them. So then, moving on to the next tune, Twisted Toodles. Yes, as you can see, we have an ankle biter right here. Okay, so the ankle biter. Okay, so she loved gambling, but the problem is the reason she's so aggressive is because without her head, her brain exploded. She did. But guys, you could also see one thing. If we go into Twisted Toodles, okay, you know how I have the Detective Toodles on? Her 8 is colored, okay? But as you can see, her 8 isn't colored, which leads to her 8 is drained, so now she can't gamble or something like that. But it's also probably because something or someone might have bashed her on the head, and then while a Twisted came near, poured something into her head, and then boom, Twisted Toodles was born. But then let's go into the kindest tune. But let's not go into the kindest tune just yet. But then, well, yeah, they did someone a favor. Okay, you know what? Let's just pretend that the head is here. There's like a falling head. That someone did someone a favor, and then... Okay, you know what? Let's just look at it. Twisted Shrimpo. Okay, as you can see, Twisted Shrimpo has like something wrapped around... Some ichor wrapped around his face, which leads to like probably when he was raging really hard. Since he was raging so hard, someone probably spilled ichor all over him while returning it to Dandy or something like that. Then he couldn't move it anymore, so he got really furious. His eyes turned red, and then as he watched the ichor turn his hands black, he realized at that moment he was twisted. He had no control over himself, and he was even slower than before. Moving on to the next Twisted for once. Flutter. Okay, as you guys can see, Flutter in a twisted form is way, way, way more different. Okay, the head has nothing to do, but as you could see, her feet, her back are twisted, but people might not notice this. But as you see, the points on the top of her head have changed, formed into something, but it's nothing to do with the ichor. It's just the way she did it. It's probably because, well, guys, if you do realize, something cut the things, her hearts on her antennas were, because that resembles a heart, but it doesn't. Like, I'll show you guys. Look, hearts, but then in her twisted form, yeah. So, but then also, here's the thing. Her wings probably got splattered all over, but her back, that's where her wings grow. So someone probably threw ichor at her, not knowing that it will spread through her body. Then, as soon as it spread it all around her body, but then something magical happened. Her wings grew twice the size. People might not realize this, but there's also like little munchy things on the bottom of her wings. But also, there's hearts, which means she was able to gain control for someone to leave a mark, or she just said that. But who knows? Moving on to the next Twisted. Where is she? Finally. Twisted Sprout. As you can see, he's... Feeling that we already did Twisted Sprout. I'll do it at the end, because I think Twisted Louie. Let's do this. Okay, so you know how, well, if you've been playing Dandy's World, Louie's head is attached to his body, but since he's a balloon, he was supposed to be dead in his twisted form, but since he's a balloon, now his little string attached to his body, or something grew on his body, attaching to it, spreading through because probably his head got chopped, he chopped off his head just so it could escape, but this something attached to him. It looks like a string, but it's probably ichor, which means ichor is like venom. Let's just say that. And then it attached to him, spreading through his brain, making his eyes turn red, making him drool from the mouth, and spreading through his ear. Okay? But that's technically, but as you can see here, let's go to Louis. His here is round, but then if you go to Twisted Louis, here is messed up. Okay, go on to the next Twisted. I'm not doing him because I'm ordering. But anyways, as you can see, Twisted Razzle. So Twisted Razzle. Okay, so ignore the Dazzle, but Twisted Razzle. Okay, this is supposed to represent a comedy mask, but as you can see here, his face is broken in half, as you could say. But as you can see, he's a maniac to society. He wants to murder. While Twisted Dazzle wants to not destroy. I mean, help them escape and make sure they escape and do not get hurt. But then they both control a body part. Because I bet, well, Dazzle wants to go to sleep. But what I believed, even though it was supposed to be comedy mask, I believe that they are actually different masks, but Dandy broke them in half and then shoved them together, signed it, so then they had to do this. As you can see, someone to keep one of them contained, put something on them, so then they can't just run away. But who would do that? Nobody knows. So then they just sit. So then they sit, waiting somewhere. Because as you guys can see here, the mouths are misshaped. Okay? Which means they are different comedy masks. Oh my gosh, why do I say masks? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Excuse me for my grammar. Okay, but they're like different masks. So, which means like there's nothing really here. But on to the next Twisted. Wait. Okay, we have a few left. Okay, so my theory here with Twisted Roger. Okay, Twisted form. Okay, my thing that I'm trying to guess here is by his experience, he's shocked because he was melting one day, so he found a capsule. So when he found the capsule, he hid inside, but Dandy trapped him inside, locked him up, so whenever a Toon finds him, then they automatically get hurt. He takes the chance, then he I-beams them. And then but that's the thing. Why is there an I-beam? Okay, and he stands like this. But then also he has this. That's my question. Or did we just never see that? Okay, this is plain out funny now. This is just plain out funny. Okay. Now, let's see here. How else have we know? Okay, Twisted Poppy. Let's go. So, as you can see, Poppy was probably distracting. But when she was on the last machine, okay, everybody was leaving. She ran out of time. She couldn't do it anymore. She got stuck there for days, stranded. But then one day she was thirsty, so then she drank Icor. Think it would do nothing. She spilled a little bit on her ribbons, thinking, oh, that's just fine. But then, when she drank the ichor, her body started feeling weird, and everything changed. Not knowing what to do, she was crying for help, but she was stranded there for days. Then she had no control over herself. She got captured. Okay. Okay, now let's go to Twisted Shelly. Okay, as you guys can see, Twisted Shelly, needs. So as you guys can see, she got made fun of a bunch for believing dinosaurs, but once she got through with it, then she made herself twisted, waiting for people to come on her floor to then be surprised to see her. She had started attacking them one by one until they all went down in a flash. And then that's why she wanted it to be done. But then she realized she couldn't transform back. And then it flew into her veins. And then it turned her into what we see now. Because before, this wasn't gone. But now she is gone. Okay, next one, which is welcome to Twisted V. Okay, as you guys can see, Twisted V. But Twisted V has wires inside of him. But he probably detached because he had one twisted form, but it was canceled. Nobody knows why, but it was him crawling on the ground. But they fixed that. All they did was just grab his body that was crawling on the floor, fix his face, her face, and then attach it to like these little strings that I'm supposing are wires. Okay, and then she got through with people not coming to her game show. It's probably because they were too busy extracting. So she thought, maybe I could advertise them. So then she advertised them every time, and every time she knew exactly where to get them when they did a machine wrong. That's the reason why she's like this. Okay, now time for the next one. Twisted Tisha. Okay, Twisted Tisha. Okay. Please stay away from me. Please stay away from me. Maybe. What? What? Okay. Maybe I should run. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Oh my gosh. Anyways, this dandy won't leave me alone. My gosh. Anyways, as you can see, nobody would like stop making messes. So one day, Tisha saw the all the ichor in Dandy's room, and thought, I'm gonna clean this. She was cleaning it up. She slipped. Then what happened was everything fell weird. Her tissue box started feeling funny. Her broomstick got dirty. Then she got stranded because Dandy locked her up in the elevator room and left her there. Okay, next one. Oh gosh, we still have to talk about Twisted Box and Twisted Brightney, Twisted Sprout, I believe, and Twisted Tegan. Okay, so Twisted Tegan. Okay, so Twisted Tegan. One day she wouldn't stop yapping. Yeah, oh my gosh. But I don't know what if it was that. Okay, you know what? I'm through with this. Die. You know what? No, I can't do this. Okay? Nah, this person just has to learn, just learn to die. Oh my gosh, bro, go away. I don't care. You're dying. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to film a video here, but you're not dying. I'm trying to. Oh my gosh. You know what? No, just. Okay. Okay, so as Twisted Tegan, okay, as I was saying, she wouldn't stop yapping one day, so her husband talked to someone, also known as Cosmo and Sprout, saying, "Oh, my boyfriend's not yapping. Do you have anything to shut her up or something like that?" Probably because he could buy food from them, so then she could be eating all the time. And then what would happen is, oh my gosh, will you ever stop? Oh my gosh, I can't just, I just let Pebble in. Okay, anyways, she kept on munching on the food, but it turns out it was Sprout and Pebble's new recipe. So then, her mouth got shut, and she was locked away through the elevators. Oh my gosh, if I have to, oh my gosh, bro. Oh my, if I have to escape this place. Yeah, now leave. Yeah. But I have no idea what escape. Do you mean escape? Oh, run. Get away. Get away. Okay. And she got wrapped away, locked away. Okay. Next, Twisted. Oh my gosh, I swear. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do this one. Okay, one day, Sprout was trying a new recipe. He accidentally was stirring some ichor, thinking it was something delicious. Okay, don't blame him. Okay, but he thought, oh, maybe I could share, maybe it's edible and maybe people would like it. So he shared it. Twisted Tegan don't like it, as you could note. But then he tried himself because he didn't see Twisted Tegan's action, and that happened. Oh, now you know. Let's see here, where are they? Twisted Boxing. Twisted Boxing was very scared of everything, but he was through with it. So then he got, well, something happened to his little thingy-majiggy. Someone took his key off him, so then they shoved a new one into him, not knowing it was an ichor key, spreading hands into his mouth or head, and then boom, Twisted Boxing was born. And And that's it. Okay, now finally, so then I can leave this place. Okay, so now what will happen? Twisted Brightney. What happened is she was reading a book, but something was weird about that book. And if you know Teen Titans, Raven has this special book where it carries all the darkness. And listen, she just found a random book in the middle of nowhere. She started reading it, but then something happened to her, and she started malfunctioning. Her light bulb turned red. Then she decided to only appear in the blackouts, waiting till waiting till people actually saw her hiding her face. But since she had really bad sightings, really bad seeing, she wanted to read most of the time, she had her light bulb grew twice as the size. Okay. Yes, finally another Twisted to keep up busy. I think I've talked about every single Twisted. Up, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. That was a long one. Bro, I hope that wasn't like just 5 minutes, bro. That'd be crazy. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed the video.